You sure about this, Isaac?
That is the 23rd time that you've looked at me tonight. I've appraised $1 million pieces on less than that.
I'm so sorry. I wouldn't look. I mean, I wasn't looking at you, Mrs. Swanson. It's just, I'm an artist. And I think your art is great. And I think your writing is really great. I'm actually working.
Ugh. Talk to me in 20 years when your work actually has something to say.
Like Isaac Sinclair?
We'll see. This last exhibit is half as good as he seems to believe it is. Maybe it'll bring both of our careers back from the dead.
This is from his early years. A self-portrait. He believes the color spoke to his love of life.
This is when I first discovered him. He created for no one but himself. Unfortunately, before me he lacked direction. I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Victoria Oslo. Isaac's apprentice.
Charmed, I'm Ophelia.
Swanson. Yes, I know.
The great Isaac Sinclair, premiering an exhibit to an audience of one? How the mighty have fallen.
No, he wanted you to be the only guest. Sort of a farewell present to the woman who created him.
Always so dramatic.
Isaac is an avid outdoorsman. Nature's always inspired him.
Strange that his inspiration is in your replica of a John Constable.
Your previous reviews stated that he would benefit from the influence of a more established artist.
An influence, not a regurgitation.
I'm sure you remember this piece.
Indignation. A half-hearted Pollock knockoff. I am well accustomed.
Then you might remember he cited you as its primary inspiration.
Oh, I recall his outburst, as does much of the community.
He says you leached off his career.
I created whatever career there was to leech.
Maybe if you had committed to your own, you wouldn't be so bitter.
My art was highly lauded before the arthritis.
Funny. You seem to write just fine. The commodification of depression. It's his own blood, you know.
It's a cheap gimmick. Every artist must suffer for his work. It's been said. Art is transforming that pain, not announcing it.
And who are you to judge his struggles?
A critic.
You know, some say that your negative reviews only serve to fuel this rivalry. And that they were baseless. Just a washed-up artist who turned into a washed-up critic trying desperately to remain relevant.
And most others would agree with my criticisms. Either way, he chose not to care. There are plenty of others he could have latched onto.
I could say the same thing about you. Here we are. Final work of Isaac Sinclair. If you'll do the honors.
This is it? Only one new piece?
He believes it's his magnum opus.
You did this. Ophelia.
What do you want?
He wants you to make peace.
Peace? You just made me a murderer.
You loaded the gun. He just made you pull the trigger.
Oh. When I first found you, you had passion, and critics applauded it. Then your ego inflated. And you attempted to maintain that high by painting for us. It was safe. You're not a failure if the bad reviews are for something you don't care about. Right? I know because I did the same thing. Now here you are. Your last piece. Segmented against a blank canvas. Nothing on it. But the pulsating remains of a woman who is too scared to paint in her final days. This isn't your magnum opus. It's a monument to cowardice. It's how it will forever be remembered.
Thank you so much for coming out. I truly appreciate all of you being here. It would be so meaningful to Isaac to see how loved and admired he is. Isaac and I were cut from the same cloth. I like to believe that in a way, we created each other. You can all find my memoir in the gift shop. Do you have something to say?
All of those autographs must be hell for your arthritis.